Good evening, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton. I am president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring, and I hope you're having a nice evening. It is cold here. We are getting our first snowfall in Denver, Colorado. So one of the things that they had on sale last weekend, I hope you went out and got yours, were money trees at the local nursery. You missed it? Yeah, I did too. No money trees for sale. And if you're lucky enough to have one, you better go get all those bills off the tree tonight because it's going to be cold out there and they're going to freeze. And I don't mean to make light of the issues on money when it comes to inventing. Everybody's got money issues when it comes to inventing. I have never met anyone that says, oh, I've got $250,000 to throw at this. Can you help me? Everybody scrambles to put together the best use of the money. And it really upsets me when I see inventors go out the door and start throwing money at something without having a plan and without doing the right steps. The first thing we always recommend inventors do is have an independent search done. You know what? I want you to look as much as you can. I want you to dig around in the USPTO database. I want you to go out and Google something. One of the tricks is how could your invention, how could your concept be used in a different industry? What would someone Google to find you? Ask those questions. All right. Then get out there and look around a little bit more. Nobody really wants to find it. Take the darn blinders off. Do yourself a favor. Spend some serious hours. All right. Not days and weeks, but look at spending serious hours. Time is not your friend here. All right. So be diligent. When you're done with that and you still feel like there's nothing else out there that's in the same ballpark as yours, there'll be things out there that maybe do the same thing yours is better. Always ask yourself, why is mine better? Why is mine different? That's what we're really looking for with a new product. What's different, better, material improvements, that type of thing. An example, a flashlight is a light coming out of the end of a stick. That's just what it is. The guy who invented the one that wraps around the pole, very cool. New material improvement. Still a light coming out of the end of the stick, but I wanted one of those. So that's what we look at measuring, all right, material improvements. Then get an independent search done. Get somebody else who's got an independent set of eyes. It is not the attorney. They've got a vested interest in being able to write the patent. It's a conflict of interest for them to do the search. You provide them with the independent search. All right. So when we look at how the pendulum swings on the cost of getting an independent search done, it can be anywhere from basically $500 to $2,500. But now you've had somebody else take a look. You've had somebody else get out there and manage to give you some good feedback. All right. So that's the first step. And a lot of times, you get back that search, somebody takes a look at it, and sometimes you can take a look at it and you can say, oh my God, there's 6 of these things been done in the last 5 years. Why didn't they get to market? That's your next important question. Sometimes it's technology finally gets caught up and now you can make it at a price the consumer is willing to pay for it. But you may not be able to patent it anymore. So you can make the business decision to go to market and sell them, even though you can't get intellectual property on it. Sometimes there is one unique material improvement that you could get a patent on. So you file that one thing that makes yours better. That one thing that wraps around the pole, it makes yours better. And that's what you base your patent on, your intellectual property. Do you need intellectual property to go to market? No, absolutely not. You need patent to negotiate. It's the patent that allows you to tell someone else, you can't do that, it's mine. It's the patent that allows you to say, I really want to license this to somebody else. Let them make it, sell it, and send me a check. For some inventors, that's where they really want to get to. So filing or not filing is important, all right? It's a business decision. You make it consciously, not accidentally. Right? I get inventors who, say, oh, well, I did my own search. I looked around. I didn't find anything. I'm going to file a patent. And the next thing you know, they're getting a cease and desist letter from somebody else that already has something out there. Well, you don't want to be on the receiving end of that. All right. You want to make sure that you are able to go to market cleanly. All right. Or, sorry, my phone got disconnected here. All right. So you want to be able to go to market and know that there's not a problem. All right. That you're not infringing on somebody else. That's one of the things that a good comprehensive search is going to tell you. It's a tool. All right. The other thing it's going to tell you is what you could file on or not file on. All right. Phone is trying to reconnect. So you want to know what you can do and what you can't do. That's where the search gives you that information. And we want to be able to make sure that if you do decide to file, that you've got something that you're not going to get the cease and desist. Is it an absolute guarantee? No, it's not. All right. There are no guarantees in this, but it's a good measure. It's a good marker for you. So we really look at then, all right. So you get the search back and you're pretty clear you're not infringing on someone. You've got something that the attorney believes is going to be now a marketable improvement. All right. So now you go ahead and file a provisional. We look at a provisional application as being the first half of a utility filing. So don't do a 2-pager legally. All right. You could write it on toilet paper and mail it in as long as you've got all the parts there. Really wouldn't want to be handing that to a judge in a courtroom if you're challenged on your filing date. If you don't understand these things, please send me an email. I am more than happy to explain the details to you, right? But when we're looking at that money tree issue, right, we want to make sure that the dollars you do decide to spend are used wisely, that you're going out the door with smart decisions. So those are the first two big things. Once we get to that point now, we're going to make other decisions. We're going to advise you, help you to decide what's the best use of that money. So when we're looking at Archimedes Offspring, all right, what you provide us with is the search results, comprehensive search results, the patentability opinion, or your patent filing. There seems to have been some discussion and some confusion that why would you need a patentability opinion if you've already filed a patent? You don't. All you need to do is provide us with the patent number if it is issued or a copy of what was filed. That's it. By all means, you don't need to have it all done again. We're looking here at saving money, not spending more money. Any questions at all on the process? By all means, ask me, Rita at archimedesoffspring.com. I will let you know the answers to the questions. We'll figure it out. We want to get you teed up so that you have what you need to make good decisions. We have what we need to help you make good decisions. And you don't need to go looking for that money tree because last I checked, no one had invented one yet. Man, if you come up with that one, give me a call and I will talk to you tomorrow.